Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down. It's Jackson, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now again, right side, Peyton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check four.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's a new one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Peyton looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
117, 117. Check 43.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, man open. That's Terrell Owens. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Rush in.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check safety.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stitterud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Jackson, off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. There's Jackson on 3rd and long, forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go, tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On first down, Peyton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a give right side. Peyton. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he's got some space here. And now running right through it. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Jackson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try the left side. Peyton.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. Stenerud's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. Yep.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd down, Peyton, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll run here with Bo, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken about the 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now a give, right side. Peyton down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check 31. Check 31.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Get it, boy. Get it.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson now down around his goal line. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Okay, ready. Switch ball. Check, 43. Tackles. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check, cross.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Safe. Hold the look. Hold.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Walter Payton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the